Hey guys, it's me, Donna, the Good Witch of the South, and today I wanted to talk to you about ghost stories. I have a few ghost stories, like kind of a lot of experiences. So, what I was thinking is I'm going to just tell you in little short stories. So, like today, I'm going to just talk about when you hear ghosts or hear things that they do. Because there's lots of other ways you can see them. They can mess with your electricity. There's all different things, and I've experienced pretty much any way that you can experience them. So today I just thought I would talk about hearing them and hearing what they do. And then I would love it if you guys would, tell me some of your experiences in the comments. Okay. So anyways, I'm going to start off with, this was my childhood home. It was me and my four sisters and my mom and dad all lived in this house. And it was an old house and we felt it was haunted. My mom used to notice at night, she'd be up around 1 o'clock in the morning probably, because it was the only way she could get away from us kids, the poor thing. So she would say that she would hear every night a flute start playing up in the attic. And she'd be like, what is that? And so she'd try to find the source, where it was coming from, but she could never find it. It was just a sound that she heard a lot, like every night. So then there was the breathing that went on in our house. You could hear breathing. Pretty much everybody in the house heard that. But I remember a couple times in particular that me and my sister Sharon, well, one in particular, me and my sister Sharon were playing on the stairs and we're throwing some toy up the stairs, and it got stuck halfway up. So I run up the stairs, go to get the toy. When I bend down to get it, I all of a sudden can hear breathing, and it's loud, and I can hear like loud like that, clear as day. And I'm like, oh my God. So I say, Sharon, get up here, you have to come listen to this. So she comes running up the stairs, and then she can hear it, and she's like, oh my God. So then we like, let's go downstairs. And we go down the stairs. Then we come back up to see, we wanted to see if it would leave. No, it's still there, still breathing. And that was the thing with this ghost and the breathing. It didn't seem to matter that you noticed it. It wouldn't take off like most ghosts. It would just stay there, breathing. So like one time I was in my mom's room and I heard footsteps come walking up to me, and then all of a sudden right next to me, I can hear breathing, the same thing. And I remember being like, oh God, and I'm standing there listening to it. It's not leaving. So I, took off and left the room because it was creepy, but anyways. And then I know another thing that we used to hear was footsteps a lot. So me and my Sharon shared a room. Me and my sister Sharon, we shared a room, and it was two twin beds, and they were side by side, and you could walk up between the middle of them. So most nights we'd be laying in bed, and all of a sudden you would hear footsteps enter the room, walk up to the bottom of the bed, and then up between the beds, up to about where our heads were. And we'd cover our heads and be all scared, and then nothing ever happened, but that's what would happen. That would be it. And it freaked us out a little bit. But then my sister Diane, who was younger than us, started talking to my mom about always seeing a dark shadow man, she'd say. And then we had a neighbor come over, a kid, and he said the same thing to my mother about seeing a dark shadow man. So my mom started to be like, if it's like a dark shadow, I wonder if it could be a negative spirit. And my mother was very psychic herself. So she, picked up on that stuff. So she put rosary beads at the end of all of our beds. And then me and Sharon would be sleeping, laying in our bed before we went to sleep. And we would hear the footsteps enter the room. And then they would come up to the bottom of the bed where the rosaries were and just stop. It would never come up between the beds anymore. So was it negative? Who knows? But it didn't like the rosaries, that's for sure, because it just stopped right there. So who knows? And then I know another thing that me and my sister used to hear is we'd be upstairs, and then down in the kitchen, it would sound like someone was in the kitchen opening and closing all the cabinets. And we'd be like, what the heck? So we'd run downstairs, and there'd be nobody down there. It was just sound. So, because ghosts can make sounds and stuff like that. You've probably read many books that talk about that, and they do. So anyways, those are my stories. Next time I'll talk to you about electricity and how they mess with it, because I have 2 good stories about that for myself where they were messing with my electricity. And then I have other ones that I'll tell you in other times. Okay? But anyways, I hope you like those stories. And please, like I said, comment, tell me some of your stories. I would love to hear it. And then if you could like my video, that would be great. And if you could please subscribe to my YouTube page, I would really appreciate it. Anyways, that's my stories for today. Okay, I hope you liked it. Bye now.